video we will be discussing about Bayes theorem. Now before going to Bayes theorem, let's discuss about pairwise and mutual independence. Now first thing, pairwise independence. Now suppose we have these n events a1, a2 till an are the n events associated with some sample space S, okay, and suppose we can write some two events p of ai intersection aj as p of ai into p of aj, okay, wherein I is not equals to j, then these events are called as a pairwise independent event. Whereas mutually independent, now suppose these are the, again I am taking same events a1 to an, and suppose a11, a12 are the subsets of this event a1, a2, and suppose we can write probability of a11 intersection a12 till a1k as probability of a11, a12 or into probability of a1k, then these events are called as a mutually independent events. In other words, if we can write event probability of ai intersection aj as probability of ai intersection aj, and probability, suppose we have three events. So again if we can write it as probability of ai into probability of aj into probability of ak, or suppose I have n events a1 till an, and I can write probability of this a1 intersection a2 till intersection of an as probability of a1 into probability of a2 into probability of a3, so on till probability of an, then it is called as a mutually independent events. Now suppose any events are mutually independent, it is going to be pairwise independent, but converse may not be true. Or if they are mutually independent, it is obvious that they are going to be pairwise independent, but if they are pairwise, we cannot say anything about mutual independence. Now Bayes theorem is also called as a rule for inverse probability. So whenever we have to find any term, we can use Bayes theorem. Now Bayes theorem states that if an event A can only occur in conjunction with one of these n mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, okay, suppose if A can occur in conjunction with one of these events, and if A actually happens, then the probability that it was preceded by a particular event ei is given as probability of A intersection ei by summation of probability of ei into probability of A given ei. It is summation of all these events. Now suppose you have one event e1, okay, so the probability of e1 that A has already happened can be given as probability of A intersection e1 by probability of e1 into probability of A given e1, right. Now further this can be written as probability of ei into probability of A given ei upon summation of all these events. Now this we have already studied in conditional probability in last video, so I am not going to explain it again, okay. So let us start with proof. Now event A occurs in combination with any one of these mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Now since we know that event A occurs with these events in combination with these mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, we can write A as A intersection E1 union A intersection E2 till A intersection En, since it occurs in combination with these mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Now we know that all these events, now all these subset whatever we have A intersection E1, A intersection E2, okay, till A intersection En are subset of mutually exclusive events. These are the mutually exclusive events. So these all the subsets of this particular sets are going to be always also disjoint, mutually exclusive and disjoint. So all these events are going to be mutually exclusive and disjoint as they are the subsets of mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, okay. Now by addition theorem we can write this as P of A, we can write it as P of A intersection E1 plus P of A intersection E2 till P of A intersection En. Now this further by conditional probability we can simplify it as P of Ei into P of A given Ei. Similarly next one can be simplified as P of E2 into P of A given E2, and the last one P of En into P of A given En. Now further this can be written as summation of I going from 1 till n P of Ei into P of A given Ei, right. So this is nothing but probability of A, or we can say probability of the complete sample space. Now suppose I need to find probability of particular event. Okay, suppose I need to find probability of Ei. Let me take it as in general. Suppose I am going for E1. So if I need to find probability of E1 given A has already happened, then I can write this as probability of A intersection E1 upon all the sample spaces. So summation of I going from 1 till n probability of Ei upon into probability of A given Ei. Now instead of 1, suppose I want to generalize this, we can take here I instead of 1. Now further simplification, again using conditional probability, we can write this A intersection Ei as probability of Ei into probability of A given Ei, which we have already discussed during conditional probability. And then the same thing, I going from 1 till n probability of Ei into probability of A given Ei. This is nothing but Bayes theorem.